We have got three stories in part two of our news segment tonight because there just wasn't enough time to get it all into part one. And each one of these stories just blows my mind almost more than the previous one. Anyway, we're going to put them in no particular order, but number one is definitely something that is for me. Let me just grab this real quick before we get in. Very, very hard to get why investors are so excited about the Model Q. Let me just talk about the Model Q for a second. I think it's going to sell well. I think it'll do great. Let's say that the Model Q sells 100,000 vehicles in 2026. That gross might be 3 billion out of a $100 billion company. Or maybe they get up to 250,000 next year. That'd be a lot. I don't think they'll get 250 billion next year in Model Q, but that would only be 7.5 billion. That is on a product we haven't seen yet, and a product that might be ready to start manufacturing in the fourth quarter. But we also have Semi, which the factory's built, it's ready to roll, and it's likely to gross 5 billion minimum in 2026 and probably 10 billion in 2027, maybe more than that. And we'll have way better margins because of very little, almost no competition, and also a potential massive upsell in FSD. That doesn't count the upsell that they're going to get from selling charging stations to some of their customers, because the customers are going to want the charging station right there, and also selling Megapacks to those individuals as well. There's more and more and more that goes on with that as well. There are additional upsells, but I won't get into those for now. So here's what's happening today. This is all announced today, okay? There might be a little mixed in there that you already know, but most of it is announced today. Tesla's all-electric Class 8 truck is making waves from factory milestones to real-world performance. We're going to unpack that. Factory progress and production ramp. Tesla's Semi factory in Nevada is hitting new strides. Mario Nawfal highlights that the Gigafactory Nevada expansion now boasts a full stamping shop. We were just talking about that the other day with Larry. He thought it wasn't ready to go. Apparently, it is ready to go. Tooling installation underway in the powder coat division, and material conveyance sections also getting tooled. This signals that Tesla's push towards high volume production, with pilot builds set for late 2025, full production in 2026, aiming for 50,000 annually. Now, I'm not expecting 50,000 units the first year, but I wouldn't be shocked if they got to 30, 40,000 the first year and be maybe at a full run rate of 50,000 by the end of the year or early 2027. Tesla's senior manager of semi-truck engineering, Dan Priestley, called the construction pace fantastic, praising the team's focus on safety and efficiency. Well, the Tesla Semi is proving its worth on the road too. Logistics company ArcBest recently completed a 4,500-mile pilot program in a 3-week period, averaging 321 miles per day and an impressive energy efficiency of 1.55 kilowatts per mile. Another demo was supplier ThyssenKrupp. I think this is a European company, showed similar efficiency, pushing them to integrate the Semi into their fleet. PepsiCo, which is a key customer, you're sure aware of that, is expanding its semi-charging infrastructure with 18 new mega chargers at just one facility, signaling confidence in the truck's future. Imagine that, 18 at one facility. They've got facilities all over the country. Companies like US Foods and Martin Brower are also testing the summer, joining early adopters like PepsiCo. The Tesla Semi specs remain a game changer. A 500-mile range, 60 miles per hour in 20 seconds, from 0 to 60 in 20 seconds, fully loaded, and energy use under 2 kilowatts per mile. Recent updates include a lighter battery pack maintaining the same range, new mirrors for better visibility, and an electric power takeoff for trailer equipment. Tesla's also developing a 46 megacharger, developing 46 megacharger stations along key U.S. routes by 2027. I haven't heard this before. However, challenges persist. Production delays have pushed full-scale delivery to 2026. We know that. and a dramatic price increase, potentially $250,000 for the 500-mile range version, has frustrated some customers like ASKO Norway. Well, you know what? I always said it was going to be 250,000 for the 500-mile range, so this is not a shock to me. And probably 200,000 for the 300-mile range, and that compares to maybe 150,000 for a diesel truck, for maybe an equivalent, but there's no equivalent. We know this already. There's no equivalent to what they're going to get, especially when you add FSD. So then, the road ahead. Despite delays, the Tesla Semi is poised to disrupt trucking with a sleeper cab variant spotted and full self-driving support in the works. Tesla is eyeing long-haul routes and autonomous delivery. Elon Musk has emphasized lower operating costs and safety features like anti-jackknifing tech, making the Semi a compelling diesel alternative. As Nick Cruz Patain noted on X, autonomous semis could mean safer roads with no driver fatigue. David Hauser, Vice President of Sustainability at the U.S. Multimodal Group, recently visited Giga Nevada's new semi factory and pilot facility and said, the meticulous process in place for bringing this truck to market is truly remarkable. It's evident that the landscape of EV trucks is on the brink of a significant transformation, still processing the awe-inspiring experience that he had in that walk through the factory. Also take into consideration, I've said it again and again, but let me restate it. Take into consideration what this can mean for all of Elon Musk's companies, as well as Tesla, in terms of their own logistics. They bring in millions and millions of pounds of product into the factories from raw material sources, which they could bring in on their own trucks. So they're saving money just by virtue of the fact it's their own trucks. But imagine what the savings will be when it's electrified as well as autonomous. Once again, on the opposite side, they deliver millions of tons to their customers and to wholesalers and to others. So imagine if all of those deliveries are on their own trucks, reducing the cost of those deliveries dramatically, giving them either just more money in their pocket in terms of profits, but also potentially allowing them to lower the price and be more competitive. This would include cars, trucks, actually, semi-trucks, Cybertrucks as well as semi-trucks, cybercabs, just go on down the list, and then getting into the energy products, all the way to products that are made by their other companies as well, SpaceX, for instance. All right. How about other news? By the way, this is Randy Kirk. Like, subscribe, notify. Don't just, I know I just run through that, but did you like? Would you like to be a reader on my new book? My new book? No, it's our new book. There's 10 of us involved. Brian Wong and I will be the primary writers. 8 other folks that you know well will be writing chapters. This is all going to be about AI. If you'd like to be a reader, where you'll get an early version before publication and give us feedback on the book, hit me up, randykirk77@gmail. Okay, listen to this. Mario Nawfal reporting this. Perfect timing. Baby Grok launches as study shows that 72% of teens are already using AI companions. So I guess the boys like that anime character. And I guess maybe the girls like the little teddy bear. Maybe they like the anime character. I don't know. Anyway, 72% of teens have already used AI companions. New research reveals American teens are chatting with AI whether parents like it or not. 34% reported feeling uncomfortable with current AI companions, while 24% shared personal info with bots. Elon says, we're going to make Baby Grok an app dedicated to kid-friendly content. Common Sense Media wants to ban all AI companions for minors. XIA's answer, build one specifically designed for kids with proper safeguards. Teens will use AI regardless. We might as well make it safe for them. And then the official announcement, Baby Grok, the childhood AI has already been waiting. We've all been waiting for it. It's not stated correctly. Elon just announced Baby Grok, AI designed specifically for kids. Current safe AIs either patronize kids or bore them. Baby Grok promises genuine, kid-friendly intelligence that grows with them. Imagine personalized AI tutors for every child, age-appropriate explanations, curiosity without inappropriate content, decentralized genius-level education. Critics might cry about screen time, but denying children AI literacy is like denying them books. Kids growing up AI native won't just want to use technology, they will think like it. The future belongs to those who befriend it early. Not sure Baby Grok, however, this is me speaking now. I'm not sure Baby Grok is the best name. You can't call it Baby Grok. Big Kid might be better for kids under, say, 10, maybe even under 7, 8. Maybe you need Teen Grok. I mean, you need different names. Baby Grok's not going to work for all ages. All right, Elon Musk says this, replying to NS123ABC and to SAMA, the continuous RL improvements of Grok feels like AGI. Grok 4 today is smarter than Grok 4 just a few days ago. This post highlights Elon Musk's claim that Grok 4 and AI developed by xAI shows signs of artificial general intelligence due to its rapid improvements through continued reinforcement learning RL, a technique supported by research like DeepMind's 2015 paper on deep Q networks, which demonstrates RL's potential in complex environments. Okay, there you go. Now, maybe you didn't watch my video this morning. In fact, I'm going to put both cards up. I'm not sure if you watched my video this morning. When I'm talking about AI, I'm talking about its application. Okay, think about it this way. We're going to be putting robots in the factory. The robots are going to replace humans. They're going to, they'll replace humans. Let's just make it a fact. They're going to replace humans, okay? And that's going to reduce the cost of every product that Tesla makes, okay? So your cars are going to cost less, everything's going to cost less. It's going to give another tremendous advantage to Tesla in that regard. We just talked about other trucks, especially when they become autonomous, are going to give Tesla another massive advantage. But nobody's paying any attention to either one of those things. I've been talking about it for months and months and months. I've even done financial analysis, giving you some kind of an indication of the kind of savings. I think for 2025, it might be $500 million. For 2026, it might be $1 billion just in Optimus savings from labor at Tesla. And then you add in the trucks. When those become even when they're electrified, if they start using them, and they already are using them for some deliveries, it's going to be a tremendous additional savings. Now add in the fact that so I said this morning, I said, look, Tesla is got Grok. They can use Grok Heavy. And somebody said, well, everybody can use Grok Heavy. Okay, as a marketing consultant with over 400 clients over the last 17 years, I can tell you that they won't. I can tell you that even big-time major competitors like Ford, General Motors, Mercedes, they're too stupid. I'm sorry. They're not ready. They don't know how to. They don't know what to do. Tesla has been making cars using advanced factories now for 16, 17 years. Mercedes knows about these advanced factories. General Motors knows about everybody knows about these advanced factories. Nobody's doing it. They've announced 2 or 3 years ago about unboxed. Do you think any of these factories are moving towards unboxed? So when it comes to Grok and all of the benefits that you're going to get as Tesla uses Grok better than anybody else and can add tools and is at the cutting edge of, I'm sure they get to use a different Grok than is out there on any given day. They can use these to make their materials better. They can use it to make their purchases better, to make their overall supply chain activities better, to make the factory work better. I mean, just it goes on and on to make every single product. If you think they had genius before, now you've got genius on steroids. And that's what I talk about in greater detail. If you'd like to see it on that video this morning, I put the card right there. And then, of course, I did part 1 of this 2-part series about the news today. I did that just a little while ago. I'll put that card up here as well. All right. That's all I got for right now. Regular programming start of tomorrow. It won't be exactly. Larry will not be on tomorrow. It'll be Brian Wong instead, which is great. Larry will replace him on Wednesday for this week because Larry's traveling. And the night show should still be Brian White. I haven't talked to him yet, but I'm pretty sure it'll be normal on that part of the program tomorrow. And let's just for fun, let's see what Tesla is doing. Still at 335, which is where it was when we finished the last show. So no movement there. There was so much good news, so much crazy news, so much amazing news that it's shocking to me that the stock is not back to all-time highs. I guess you know that, though. I guess you know that about me, that I would be shocked that it's not back to all-time highs. But there's still time to get back to all-time highs. It just won't be in the time that I had originally said. I need to put a new date on it. We'll talk about that after the stockholders meeting, or the earnings call. After the earnings call, I'll give you a new plan, my new idea of where we're going to be, because we're going to be 1,000 by the end of the year, but we got to get to all-time high first. So when's that going to be on our way to 1,000 by the end of the year? It's been great talking to you.